Hey, welcome back to the channel today, everyone. As you can see, we have more boxes from Kemimoto today to open box and do a review on, so stay tuned. Alright everyone, so today we'll be starting out with the Chase Light here that we got. As you can see, we haven't even opened it up yet, so let's do the unboxing. Kemimoto is really good about packaging stuff really well, so be excited to see. There we go. You can see it's all packaged in with the foam and stuff. So let's start unpackaging here. So we got the switch that goes inside the side-by-side with the plug. Here's more of the cords. There's an extension for your four-seaters like we are, so we'll need that. Get to the back. Here's the switch for changing the different chase modes. And here's the light. You can see it's all been well packaged in with the foam and stuff. Pretty sturdy, feels really good. Metal solid frame on the outside. And then we have the hardware for mounting it together. And last but least, here's the instructions that tell you how to operate it. Okay, now we'll take the Chase Light and we're going to go ahead and put the brackets on it for now before we assemble it here. Get it all assembled. Okay, now that we have it, the brackets on, our plan is to mount it on top of our side-by-side on the roof. So at this time, we are going to run through the functions of it a little bit while we're here. Okay, so we hooked it up to a power supply we have here at home, just so we can show the functionality of it a little bit. So this is the switch it comes with that hooks up to the light bar, and you can just hook this directly to a battery supply if you need to. It also has the switch that goes in your dash, and you can program it that this will just shut it on and off, and then this you can just set program somewhere and leave it alone. Then you can just shut the power off. It also comes with an extension cable for your four-seaters so you can get to the back. So let's turn it on. Right now you can see it's a steady burn. Right now, because I don't have anything else hooked up, it's just the red and amber. The center is actually a backup light, and then you have your amber and your red again. Your red you can hook up to your brake lights, so it will activate brighter with your brake lights. Your ambers you can also hook up to your turn signals if your unit has turn signals in them. And then let's go through the functionality. So the first button we'll flip it, and it will strobe for you. Next mode. Next mode. And we're back to the beginning again. So as you can see, it's got lots of action lights on there, so it will change for you. Lots of other things that we can hook up to it as we go. So for now, let's get to the install. All right, everyone, we're out here outside. We're going to install the chase light here pretty soon, the back of the side-by-side. So I just wanted to give you guys an update where we're at. We did remove our back window, so make it easier to install. So stay tuned. We'll work on the installation on this. Okay, I marked the center line on here kind of where I want it, and I marked on here a little bit where I want it. So it's going to be, we're going to try and keep it in the center of the side-by-side, just under here in front of the window. I think will be a nice place for it. Yeah, so we'll attempt to put it there, I think. That's where I think that'd be a nice place to go. So stay tuned. So I marked out the first hole here where I want, and I think, just to double check it all, I'm going to keep it flush on the outside. And center in here. Marked it. We'll go ahead, that one in. I'm going to check to see if the bolt will go through it. No, we need a little bit bigger drill bit for that. Okay, I finally got a drill bit that I wanted. I wanted to keep it tight, so I was trying a few sizes because I don't want a lot of sloppiness in the roof. The one I found, it's an oddball size, but it's a 15 by 84. Just so you know, it's a 15 by 84 drill bit. But I did start small and work my way up a little bit, so I didn't want to go too big with that. So now we're going to start working on putting this one side in. We'll just get that snug there for a second. We'll go over here and mark out the other side. There, you can see we've got it all. It's up there. It's just loose right now. We're going to work on doing some of the fit and finish as we go. So next I'm going to start running some of the wires, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys, I'm just getting ready to start installing the wiring here. I didn't want to keep you guys just watching me tear apart the side-by-side, so we got the back window out. We're starting to run the wires. Just show you. We got the wires running down here. I got the center tunnel out, so they make a nice channel for you to run through here. But as you can see, it's time consuming taking this out a little bit. Not terribly time consuming, but just took the seats out, took the seat The seat part's out here. Again, run the wires all through here. Run the wires up. I can't quite see it, but come up through here. Um, the switch is already wired. We're going to use the switch. It has the buttons on there for changing it. It's already wired. The extension, you hook it up there. That's what's ran between here and the back. And then up front, we're just going to hook it up to the bus bar. It's this one. I'm gonna go always. I've been always doing my stuff to the accessory and the ground, and not the hot. This is the hot side, so that's constant hot. So here I just always do the accessory, so everything shuts down when I'm not running it. When we first got it, we had some whip lights on there, and even with it off, the whips got turned on, or at least the remote did, without the whips on, and drained the battery. So I do everything through the accessory now and hook it up that way. So, and then we took the windshield out just to help run the wires and get more room. So next, I'm going to start doing all the hookups here, and we'll come back to you after we got it all wired in place. Stay tuned. Well, here you can see we have the Chase Light installed on the back of the side-by-side. We got the window back installed as well. So we had to take the Chase Light down to put the window back in, but everything's all set in there nice and tight. We didn't hook up the brake lights or turn signals. We don't have turn signals currently, but to do that, we have to remove all that body molding. Here we're looking inside. You can see how we got the wires ran. We ran them through the tunnel area. All that plastic had to come off and reinstalled. We do have the switch, and the switch is up is off and the center is on, and you can toggle on the bottom, and that will flip you through the different modes that the orange flashers will run. So for now, we'll have a steady burn red on the outside, and we can pick our flashes in the center. Eventually we'll have the backup light wired in, the turn signals wired in, and the brake lights wired in. But for now, this is how it's going to look for us until we take all that other stuff, because we have to remove all that body molding. And if we're going to do it, we're going to do it once, so we don't have to worry about it. So we'll just do a walk around here. We've done a lot of work here. You guys will see this throughout the upcoming videos and stuff. If you're watching this one, there's other things on here, but we're just going to capture it all for the final thoughts here. So here we installed the rear bumper onto the Z4 Sport 4, along with the Kemimoto Chase Light. Here's the Nerf bars again. We really like those, but we like the steps on them. It's held up really well. They look really good on there. I come around the front, and we got the nice brush guard on here, or the bigger bumper. It's kind of got the eyelids over top, so it protects a lot of that stuff up there. We did reinstall our light. It just fit underneath there for us, so we still got our little 12-inch bar light for us. Again, here's the Nerf bars, and the switches for. There's the switches for the crash or the chase light in there. Just so you guys know, this is a Kemimoto enclosure on here. We've had it about a year. The only thing, and I gotta talk to Kemimoto about it, is the zipper on there on this door right here. The zipper pulls came off, so we're gonna look at getting, see if we can get some help with that. It's just been a year on there, but all in all, I really like the Kemimoto stuff. You know, we got a lot of miles on this rig already. You did see some of the issues that we had installing it. So, but I hope you like what you've seen here, us installing it. I really like sharing all this stuff with you. It's been fun. Been a struggle at times, but most of the time, um, it's been an easy install. We've had a few hiccups here and there, and we'll talk about that in our final thoughts in a little bit. But again, that's the Kemimoto enclosure as well. But we'll talk about our final thoughts here in just a moment. So just for some final thoughts here, we installed the front bumper, the rear bumper, the Nerf bars, and the Chase Light all from Kemimoto. You can see that all in these separate videos that we're going to be posting. You've watched some of it already. So my final thoughts is, all in all, it was really easy to install. There are a few hiccups here and there. I would say the Allens with the nylon nuts, be careful or switch them out, which we will probably do yet, just because I think I could get them tighter and they would work a lot better. We had those bolts and nylon nuts on the Nerf bars, and that actually tightened up really well. But on the front and rear bumpers, they had Allen bolts with nylon nuts, and it was a little more of a struggle. It was cool. They sent us tools that we needed, even though that we have tools. I'm sure most of you, like me, probably have the tools sitting around, but just to have the ability to have the tools that they sent you is a nice little perk. With the Nerf bars, they sent me an extra packet of nuts and bolts in a separate little packet just for spares in case something happens. That's a really cool feature. I'd like to see that more on some of the other features. On ours, you saw us struggle a little bit on the Nerf bars where to drill the placement of the holes. That's more from, I'm sure, riding it and the body molding change. We installed harnesses on our side-by-side, and we had to loosen those at one time, so I'm sure they weren't quite lined up. It seemed to be the back bottom hole on both sides was our issue. The other ones all seemed to line up okay. We did have to do a little trimming here and there in the holes, but those back bottom holes were the worst ones for us. But all in all, I think it's a great product. You know, all of them were great products and great things to have. The Chase Light too was something we've been wanting to get our hands on and try that on the back. We had the whips, but we get in a lot of tight places, and we lost one of the whips. You know, pulled it right off, even though it was secured in. So we changed that out, and now got Chase Lights on it. I think it's going to be a lot better for somebody coming up behind me in the dust. And then I don't think we'll. Here in Michigan, we have some trouble running the whip lights on the roads anyways, so this will be a lot better. So in the future, when we get turn signals, we'll wire the turn signals, and then at the same time, we'll wire the brake light and backup light into it. We didn't do that now because it's a lot more removing body parts and stuff on the Z-Force, just like any other machine. So we'll get that in the future. But hey, if you like what we've done here, and you've got some of these same products, please comment on it for us, because we'd like to know what your thoughts were behind them. Also, please share and subscribe to our channel so we can do more of this. And we hope to have more product reviews coming up at your way. So for now, this is Chris with Skinner's Outdoor Adventures. Have a great day.